Well, how long we have waited for this festival of football to reach its climax. It feels like an age ago that the first qualifiers kicked off, and now here we are. The final showdown, the ultimate prize awaits at the end of all of this. But there's an awful lot of football to be played before then. The players are ready, and we're about to get underway. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, Jim, you're a man with experience of big finals. What will these players be going? Takes a shot! Just too much, fractions.
Well, he went with real power then when something dainty and subtle was called for.
Well, history tends to say that these finals are pretty tight games, Jim. Same again, do you think?
Yeah, the odds are that's always likely to be the case, Peter, but I'd like to think that fortune will favour the brave here.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. That is ended up in no man's land. Saliba wins the duel this time. Saliba is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's in a great position here. He'll try from distance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Panama are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
He's having a pop! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Little doubt who they'll be aiming at here.
Well, he is someone you can count on to get his head to it, one way or another, Peter.
They've played it short. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, that's a dangerous ball. He's having a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Murillo gets a foot in here. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
And he's had it nicked away. Doué. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, the sense of occasion's clearly got to him. He needs some calm and composure from here.
Upamecano. And it's Tchouaméni. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Under an awful lot of pressure, just eases him off the ball. Upamecano. And it's Rabiot. Now, can they get him away? He's through here. He's in one-on-one. He's big chance! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Mbappe clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Upamecano. Rabiot. Driving forward. He's going for goal! Oh, he's just got under that.
And that's exactly the type of adventure we want to see in a final too, Peter, and it's a pity it didn't cause the net to bulge.
Dembele. Rabiot. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Dembele. Hernandez. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe proves just a little bit too strong. Deftly away. Rabiot. And here's Mbappe. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Oh, good-looking ball. Pass somewhat off target. And there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. He's had it taken off him.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Upamecano. And here's Mbappe. Stood up well to him there.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Shapes to shoot! And that would have been some goal.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Now it's Mbappe. Played out to the left flank. He's found a way through. Oh, a delicate chip. Oh, great leap! And he couldn't finish.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
So we are halfway through this final. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, Jim Beglin, halfway through, what are your thoughts for the final so far?
Well, if we're honest about it, Peter, it's not turned out to be the classic that we were hoping for. Someone's got to up the urgency and the sense of purpose, take risks, breathe some life into this final. That's what we need.
So it's half-time in the grand finale. So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. Well, here we go then.
Panama have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Out towards the flank. Nice control. Rabiot. Saliba. Dembele. Saliba. Dembele. And Upamecano. Well, there's the clearance. Chouameni. Dembele. And it's Doué. And it's Rabiot. Murillo. There he goes, motoring forward.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That'll be a throw-in. Good ball, good take. Oh, that's a fine interception. Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. Rabiot. Here's Chouameni. Rabiot. And it's Chouameni. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That's a good ball out wide.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's good running with the ball. And the finish! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Rabiot. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Now it's Mbappe.
That's good play from him.
He's found a way through. Aims beyond the defence. Olise finds himself offside. So we have movement on both benches.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Hernandez. Panama perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Murillo. And the shot! And he scores! And at long last we have something to celebrate. A goal that could be worth its weight in gold. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Panama penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, talking about big game mentality, here we go.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0.
Panama surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now the cross. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Well, it is a narrow lead, but they are clinging on to it right now. Just a few moments from glory. Panama can reach out and touch it as fingernails are disappearing fast around these stands.
Well, Peter, that can certainly be said of their boss. I don't think you need to be able to lip read in order to see what he's trying to get across.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 11, le numéro 7. À leur place.
There's the crossfield ball. No, that was never going to make it. Searching pass he's played there, and he's worked it through. He's shifting through, and the shot! And it's in! And how they needed that. Boy, they needed that. They played with courage, and they have their equaliser.
Yeah, it's the least they deserve for their efforts, Peter. They did a good job not letting that intensity drop when they were behind. What an atmosphere we've got now.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
It is all square here in the planet's ultimate game.
Well, this poses a very interesting question now, Peter. Do they push on to try and win it in normal time? They certainly have the momentum. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now it's Mbappe. He's in plenty of space here. He has found the way through. Takes aim and crosses. And the ball's gone astray. And here's Barcola. So there will be extra time. So still inseparable. What are you thinking, Jim?
Changement en cours.
And we're underway. Panama conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes? Saliba, Rabiot, Saliba, getting. Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's picked. Can he finish? And no, he had to, and yet he could not.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 8.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Attention, changement.
Shifted it to the flank. Murillo carries the ball down the right. Oh, that is a smashing piece of defending from him. That's a corner kick.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro
Panama
14.
have their second corner now.
Remplacé. Le numéro 18.
And it's been taken short. France have the chance to go the other way. Conte. Now Barcola.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's got away. Akliouche. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. France can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And it's Murillo. Now this could be a chance. Barcola, given the lift of his goal, bops him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Mbappe. Pinches it off him. So that was it, the first period of extra time. So nothing yet in extra time to make a difference. This, the final 15 minutes, for someone to do something. And we're up and running. The last 15 minutes, the closing stretch of a marathon final. Akliouche. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Very nicely done. Oh, super ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. He's having a hit! No, not quite.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
So the final moments of the final, and the destiny of the cup still unclear. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Oh no, what has happened here?
And the shot! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
And that's it. And that means penalties. So 2 full hours of action.
What a final, Peter. What a final. A full 120 minutes of focus and intensity with tiring heads and limbs. Whatever happens now, those players can be immensely proud of themselves.
So it all comes down to this, the ultimate test of mettle and mentality from the spot. I think we're just about ready. So, the final act of the final. Mbappe to get things going. Oh, great save! That is a great save! Wow, talk about coming up with the goods.
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then. Probably gave him that important edge.
No, he's thumped the bar!
It's a brave attempt, but he really should be getting it on target.
So on to the second man. Never in doubt.
Good penalty. The keeper might have done him a favour in committing just a bit early.
Up steps Mr. Dependable. And he's hit the frame of the goal!
Oh, that's unlucky. Got almost everything right.
France with the chance to go 2 up. Of course, the lead now is 2.
A great position now, but still work to be done.
So down by 2, another miss can be game, set and match. And in with absolute accuracy.
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
2 up.
Well, this is effectively a very welcome cushion, Peter. We're talking about a pressure penalty.
What poise, what noise.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
So it's all on the shoulders of the keeper. And there you have it. It was good while it lasted, but it all came crashing down at the last. And so it ends in pain as the glory goes elsewhere. So much endeavour, so much expectation, so little ultimate reward.
Yeah, Peter.